Alright, so what's up everyone, now welcome back to the channel. Now, just a small update on my Orion grind. I currently have 5 gold guns in Modern Warfare 2, so I think the last time I made a video I had the M4 gold and maybe Vel 46, which is the MP7. I can't quite remember if I had that gold or not. But since then, I've had the Tag 56 gold, I've done the Castle 762, and also the STB 556. So, I'm going for Platinum ARs, I'm on 4 out of 8 at the moment, and obviously we just have the Vel gold as well. And getting this many gold guns this early in a Call of Duty game is usually ridiculous, but this year, gold is a lot easier to get, which kind of brought up the question for me if gold is just too easy to get in this game. Is it just too little of a grind? Is it not a satisfying grind in this game to go for the camos? And it's quite an interesting topic because you've seen so many people over the course of like the past few days getting gold, and it's just something that wouldn't happen by now. Like, you usually probably have 1 or 2 gold guns, but I've seen people with like 12, maybe by now like 20 odd gold guns, and it has just kind of brought up the question for me if it's too easy or not. And I don't think this is an easy question to answer just with a yes or no. Like, yes, it is too easy, or no, it isn't. I think this is something that it depends on quite a few factors. And the first one I think it depends on is who you are. If you're someone like me who hops on the new Call of Duty game as soon as it comes out, you know, you're grinding the camos, you're trying to get that mastery camo as quick as efficiently as possible, then you might think, yes, it is a bit too easy to be getting gold guns in this game. But on the other side of that, if you're someone who's, I don't know, you've got a kid and you've got a job and a wife and, you know, you've got a social life, let's say, unlike some of us, then this grind in this game is a lot more accessible for people like you. You know, you can get a gold gun or 2, you might even be able to get platinum. You can get those mastery camos without investing your entire life in this game, which I think is a lot better for sort of like an inclusivity kind of thing. You know, everyone can have mastery on their guns, and for people like me who want to go above and beyond, there's things like Polyatomic and Orion, which I like to see. And who knows, maybe if you do all the calling cards as well as get Orion, there might even be a final camo for that. But do I feel getting gold guns in this game is too easy? I think it is really easy to get, but I don't think it's too easy, because I think over the past few years, we've been conditioned to invest like 5 to 10 hours on a certain gun to get it max level, to get it gold, to unlock 100 camos for a single gun. And it's just gotten to the point now where it almost isn't fun, and you need to invest like 30 plus game time hours to get a certain camo, you know, to get the final camo like Atomic or Damascus, that stuff like that. If you guys remember back in Modern Warfare 3, all you had to do to get gold in that game was to level up your gun to level 31. There was no mastery camos, you just got camos as you leveled up the gun, and when you got to level 31, you got gold for that gun. Obviously, there wasn't a diamond or Damascus in that game, but that's how easy it was to get gold in that game. It was literally just leveling it up. I think Black Ops 1 was a certain amount of COD points. I think you had to get your gun to a certain level, then a certain amount of COD points, so you could get gold on a gun. But my point is that it used to be a lot easier to get mastery camos. Even the old system with Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, you know, all you had to do in those games was get 100 headshots, and then there was challenges like 5 long shots and, I don't know, 10 double kills and 50 kills with all attachments. You know, that is harder, I would say, than this system. It was a lot more straightforward than what we had with, say, Modern Warfare 2019, where you had to get your gun to level 76, and then you had to get 400 kills and 100 long shots and 100 mounted kills. That grind was fucking ridiculous, and to be honest, I would rather it be too easy like this year as opposed to it being too difficult like that. That was just ridiculous. Like, it was just way too much of a grind. Now, having said all this, this is just me talking about the gold camo. I mean, you've got to remember, beyond that, we have the platinum camo, we have the polyatomic, and after that, the Orion camo. Then you have your calling cards, and then hopefully, after the calling cards, there's something else beyond that as well. So, what I'm trying to say is that it's not just, oh, you get gold on the M4 and that's the M4 done forever. You know, you need to get all 4 camos on the M4. Then you need to do a challenge to get a gold camo. Then you'll need to do a challenge to get platinum camo once you've done all of them. Then you need to do a challenge to get polyatomic as well. We don't know what those challenges are. They could be 30 long shots, they could be 20 bloodthirsties, it could be something that is a bit more challenging to do. And I'm kind of hoping it is, but at the same time, I don't want it to be too much. You know, I don't want to go and get 100 long shots to get platinum, you know, because that's just stupid. I think those camos are going to be a bit harder to get. I think it's going to be something like bloodthirsties or long shots, or, you know, something along those lines. I think it is going to be a bit more difficult, and to be honest, I'm hoping it is, because although I like how easy it is and how streamlined this system feels, I don't want it to be just completely, just way too easy. But you gotta bear in mind as well, there's 51 guns in this game. So, you know, getting 5 gold guns for me in the past few days, yeah, that's all well and good. But that's a very small percentage of the grind. That's like, what, 10% of the grind, if that? So, it's a very minute amount. And you've got to bear in mind as well, I've got to go through and get all those gold. But then I've got to go back and retroactively do platinum and polyatomic. So it's not just a one and done thing with these guns. Once you've got them gold, that's not the end of it. Now, one thing that I do want to complain about with this camo grind, which is a very small nitpick, and it's something that Vanguard actually did very, very well, is not having levels for your non-gunsmithable weapons. So your things like your melee weapons and your launchers. In Vanguard, there was no weapon levels for them. You just had it level 1, you had access to all the camouflages, and you could just start doing the camos as soon as possible, which I thought was a really smart thing for that game. It was really, really good to not have to sit there and just level it up, you know, get kills, shoot down streaks to level up your gun. I think in this game, I don't like the fact you have to get to level 11 and then you can do your kills, because it's only 40 kills to get it gold, well, to get access to get gold. But it's only 40 kills to do that, and to get to level 11, you have to get way more than 40 kills. So I think it would have been just smarter to not have that XP barrier and instead have like 100 kills to get gold. I think that would have been smarter personally. But that's probably my only nitpick with this camo grind so far. I'll probably make an in-depth camo guide review thing sometime in the future. I was considering doing like a gold gun guide series like I usually do with COD games, but to be honest, this year I don't really see the point, at least at the moment. Maybe there's some harder challenges in the future. I was looking forward to doing some gold gun guides this year, but with gold being as easy as it is, I don't see the point at the moment, and I'm not going to bother unless there's some harder challenges in the future to get platinum and polyatomic, that kind of stuff. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what you think down below of this Orion grind, what you think about it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.